Hi, I'm Brian with SETZER'S RV, and I would like to show you this 2023 Springdale Mini. It's an 1800 BH. So I normally start off on the front, manual tongue jack, propane tanks, just a single tank, 4.5 gallons of LP. Make sure it's open. Behind it's going to have your battery. This comes with a Dragonfly lithium-ion battery. Deep underneath the front right here behind the battery is a disconnect switch. Simply disconnect it by turning it to the left and then reconnect it back to the right. And right here beside the tongue we have a starter kit. Comes with a water hose. This is a 30 to 15 amp adapter for electric. This is a water pressure regulator for water and a sewer hose. Next we have a pass-through cargo, goes all the way across to the other side in the front of the camper. Down low underneath is the stabilizing jack. There's 4, one on each corner of the camper. You will get a manual crank to be able to operate these stabilizers. Just make sure that you level the camper before you set the stabilizers down. Always use something under the feet and wheel chocks. Next we have the entrance door and the steps. We'll fold up inside. Very nice. Make sure that you do adjust these steps by the paddles so that the top part goes all the way down to the seal of the door frame. Next to the entrance door we have some outlets. Further on down you'll see an exhaust for the furnace. The furnace is going to run on gas. We also have a vent for over the range inside. Since we're here where the tire and the axle is, I recommend to at least have your wheel bearings inspected once a year. Keep them lubed up. So further on down. Going around the back, spare tire. This does come with a Lippert on-the-go ladder already installed. The ladder is actually sold separately. This is an inlet for cable or satellite, if that is available. If not, there's an antenna on the roof for local channels. Coming on back, moving on around. The very back, we have a tankless water heater. You do have a master switch out here. Make sure that that is turned on. Down underneath we have a dump station. This dump station has 2 tanks, has a gray tank and a black tank on the right side, and the dump cap. When you're gonna need to dump your tanks, just remember, hook your sewer hose up, pull and dump your black tank first, wait till it's done, close it back, then open the gray. Always close the gate valves back when you're done and put the cap back on as well. Moving on, this drain right here is going to be for the fresh holding tank. There's 2 more drains behind this dump station. It's a red and blue line. They got the same type of valves. Those are the water line low point drains only. And then next, up here on the side of the wall, we have our water connections. This is your city water on the right, and then next to it is the fresh holding tank. I just always tell people not to overfill the fresh holding tank. Watch the monitor panel when you go to fill the fresh, and then always remember to drain it down underneath when you're done camping. Next we have the short cord. This short cord is a pull out, push in when you're done. It's going to be roughly about 25 feet, and it is a 30 amp cord. And then the other side of the pass-through cargo, we do have a solar panel on the roof It also has a solar controller as well. That's the blue box. This switch here is for the solar panel only. So to disconnect the panel, simply just turn the knob just like the battery disconnect. You also are prepped with what's called Tire Link. It's a tire pressure monitoring system that's sold separately as well. And you also have one extra port for another solar panel if you want to invest for that extra solar. All right, let's go up on the roof and show you what's up there. All right, so up on the roof, just want to show you. Got an antenna, air conditioner, solar panel, a couple of plumbing vents, skylight and exhaust vent. You also have this rear back seal and one on the very front. So I highly recommend to have these seals inspected a minimum of twice a year. Alright, so now I've showed you the outside and the roof. Let's go inside. Alright. Next to the entrance door, you're going to have a few switches. The big switch is for the awning. So, press and hold up to extend it out. Be sure not to overextend the awning. Just put it out until you can see the tube. Also, if you need to pitch your awning, you just simply pull down, tighten this little thumb nut. You can do that to both arms. I recommend putting it back up before you roll it, put it back away, before you roll it back up. Don't tie or tether the arms down in any way. This camper does come with a Bluetooth speaker, LED awning lights, AC unit in the ceiling, thermostat is on the ceiling assembly, and then past the dinette on basically the bunk room wall. We have a few objects. This one here is the thermostat for the furnace. When you turn it on and you move the lever all the way to the right, it makes it blow the hottest. When you turn it back off, just make sure it clicks, and the furnace will continue to run for another 15 minutes to cool down. Below it is the controller for your hot water heater. I have the master switch outside turned on. This light is on, letting me know that it's turned on. I have water in the fresh holding tank, so all I would need is a water pump, and then turn the hot water on. You'll see the controller that automatically turns on. Gives you a few indications. When you see the flame, just a few moments afterwards, your water will be hot. Right there, now it's getting hot. Simply turn the water off and the controller will shut back down, back to normal. All by itself. Next to that controller, I call this the monitor panel, to check the monitor. So battery. Next to the battery is your fresh. Fresh says there's 2/3. Only use the water pump if you have water in your fresh tank. If you're using city water, you don't use the water pump for city. Black, gray, and then of course this switch down here at the bottom says battery heat. You only need to utilize that switch if it's below 40 degrees outside to keep the battery warm to perform normally. There next to the sink we do have a stove top. It is gas only. It has basically automatic igniters. When you push the knob in, it'll be igniting. Turn it to high and it will ignite. Next is the refrigerator. It is a Furion brand. To turn it on and off, it does have a little knob up here in the top left part of the top right part of the refrigerator. You'll simply just turn it to turn it on. And when you are done tamping, just turn it back to off, or it'll run your battery dead. Unless the camera's plugged in. So, furnace is actually located behind or underneath the refrigerator, and then across underneath the bottom bunk, we have your power box. This box is gonna have your 125 VAC breakers, main breaker on the left, fuses on the right. It also houses the converter that converts the 125 to 12 volt. Underneath the bottom bunk, there's also a few other hidden items: fresh holding tank, the hot water or the tankless heater, and water pump. Great little bathroom. The exhaust fan in the vent is switches in the vent. Of course, we will have a smoke alarm in the ceiling. It will have a propane, a carbon monoxide alarm down low. It's normally always by the kitchen. Yeah, there it is. And most outlets have a ground fault on them, so the reset is on the outlet in the corner of the master bedroom. I think this is going to conclude the walkthrough on this 2023 1800 BH Springdale Mini. Thank you.